loves, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be talking to you guys about how I lost 30 pounds in 3 months. So if you want to know more about it, then please keep on watching. Before I start this video, I do want to put a disclaimer out there. I am not a medical doctor. I do not have any kind of credentials in medicine. So everything that I will talk about in this video is just from my own experience. So in today's video, I will be talking to you guys about how I lost 30 pounds, a little bit over 30 pounds in 3 months. And before I get started though, I do want to say, if you guys follow me on Facebook, I did post on there that I will be having a giveaway as soon as I reach 1,000 subscribers. Please just help me reach my goal and make somebody super happy. It's very important that you do subscribe to my channel in order for you to be entered for a chance to win. It will be a name brand eyeshadow palette. I'm not sure exactly which one yet, but I will go for something, just to let you know, it would be something from like Sephora or something like that. Like I said in the beginning, I did lose 30 pounds, 32 pounds to be exact, in a matter of 3 months. I started my weight loss in November. Let me grab my notes. I started my weight loss in November 4th of 2016, but I had been on a weight loss journey for a long time before that. I have always been a very slim and very petite girl, but for some reason, ever since about 2012, I believe it was, my weight just started going up and up and up and up and up, and I just could not figure out why. No matter what I did, it just would not go down. If it did go down, it would go down maybe like 5 or 10 pounds, and that was it. And so I'm extremely happy and extremely satisfied with my results. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm getting there, and I'm halfway there. I still feel like I have maybe about 20 to 30 pounds more to lose. I was a very petite girl all throughout, you know, since I was a little girl, through high school, college. For the most part of my life, I was very petite. So a little backstory on me. I'm 29 years old. I'll be 30 years old this year, which is like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. But I'm a mother of 3, and with all 3 of my babies, I had C-sections. So my babies' ages range from, I have an almost 13-year-old to an almost 9-year-old, and I have a 2-year-old. So you guys do the math. And with every single one of my pregnancies, I've been able to, you know, gain the weight that I needed or more and lose it. Within a year, I was already back to my pre-pregnancy weight with all 3 of them. But for some reason, like I said, so I mean, it's not like it's baby weight, you know, that I've gained and I just gained and gained and gained and gained. No, that's not the case. I just kept gaining weight. I just couldn't stop eating, I think is what it was. So there's a cop passing by. Okay. So I had been desperate, you know, to lose weight, and I had tried everything, you guys. I did CrossFit, I did kickboxing, I went to the gym. I went to the gym 2 times a day. I went to the gym and I went 2 times a day, and I walked, and I did all kinds of weight loss products. I did I did juicing, and I did Herbalife, and I did all kinds of stuff, all kinds of quick fixes that just worked, but they only worked for that time period. And fast forward 3 months now, and I'm still at minus 30 pounds. It's just unbelievable to me. Like, it's amazing. Like, I cannot even believe, because I have struggled so much for most of my adult life as far as weight goes. And so to start, like I said, the last thing that I tried that I had given a second shot was Herbalife, and that was last summer. That was the second time that I had taken Herbalife, and I lost 7 pounds on it, but I gained them right back, and I gained more. So it was a waste of money, and it was a waste of time for me, and I wanted something that was gonna work. I wanted something that was gonna give me the results that I was looking for, and that I would be able to maintain those results. Out of desperation, I went to a physician of mine that she has previously treated me on on something else that I had back in 2011. I guess it's kind of where my phobia for medication started, or for like quick fixes. And I was doing everything and anything that I possibly could to kind of help me bring it back down. I was not where I was a few months ago. I was way below that, but still, you know what I mean? Like, as women, I feel like we gain like 5 pounds and we can feel them like that. So back in 2011, I was pretty desperate, and I did Herbalife and I did all kinds of shakes, and it turns out that in December of 2011 I got Bell's palsy, which is why sometimes you guys will see like this eye kind of like go smaller, because with Bell's palsy the whole left side of my face was paralyzed. And I mean, I may look normal, but there's just little things here and there that I kind of feel like you can see, or I notice. So when I get nervous or really stressed, then my left side, my left eye gets really small. In case you guys haven't noticed that already, that's what it is. So ever since I had the Bell's palsy, you know, there's no cure for it. The doctors were unsure of it, and the doctor that I had at first said that, oh, you know, you're fine, just go back to work and blah 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 blah, you'll be fine, just take some ibuprofen. And that was not the case. I ended up finding this doctor that helped me get on Phentermine now, and she was amazing. So she helped me cure my Bell's palsy within about I'd say about 3 to 4 months. I was completely back to normal. Fast forward to November of last year, 2016, out of desperation, I went back to her and I said, you know what, I've tried everything. I even went vegetarian for a whole year, and to this day I still don't eat as much meat as I used to. If I feel like having some tacos, I'll go out and have some tacos. She tested me, she did a thorough blood exam and, you know, blood count and all that good stuff, and everything came back normal. And that must have been about the second or the third time that I had a physician or a doctor do a thorough blood exam on me, just to make sure that everything was okay, because I could not understand why I kept gaining weight and I was not losing it. So results came back, everything was normal. She said, you know what, I you know, you're fine, I don't know what could possibly be wrong, it's just that, you know, maybe our lifestyle and this and that. And I said, that's a bullshit excuse, you know, that's a BS excuse. Like, there has to be a reason as to why I'm not losing weight. There has to be a solution. So she said, you know what, why don't we put you on Phentermine? And I went home and I did research, and I researched the entire night, you guys, the entire night. As far as the side effects and what I was expecting and all this stuff and blah blah blah. And I read so many horror stories, but thankfully I did not experience anything like that while I was on Phentermine. Originally my doctor planned on having me on Phentermine for 4 to 6 months, but I don't like having any kind of medication. I don't like having to put anything every single day into my body. So every day since November, I was looking for alternative methods, natural methods that I could use to supplement, you know, the medication. She would prescribe me 30 or 31 capsules at a time, and she alternated me in the 2.5 months that I did it. I started off at Phentermine with 37.5 milligrams, and then she changed it up to Phentermine 30, and then Phentermine 37.5. And this is pretty embarrassing, you guys. And I cannot believe that I let myself go and I let myself get that big. Although I feel that I didn't look as big as I should have, but still, I mean, the numbers on the scale don't lie. And I'll be completely honest with you guys. November 4th, 2016 is when I first went with the doctor, and I was weighing 197 pounds. This is a girl who is 5 feet and 3 inches tall. And my entire life, I pretty much weighed anywhere from 118 to 130 at the most. So, I mean, no matter what I did, it wasn't going away. So fast forward to me taking Phentermine, and I started to see the weight coming off, and it kept coming off, and 5 pounds and 7 pounds, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. So I started taking the Phentermine on November 5th, 2016, and I stopped taking the Phentermine on January 25th of this year, 2017. And in that time frame, I lost 26 pounds. I mean, 26 pounds may not seem like a lot to a lot of people. And so come January, is when I really started looking into alternatives to see what I could do instead of doing the Phentermine for the next 3 or 4 months that I had left. And I came across a video here on YouTube, and I'll link it down below, from Dr. Berg. He spoke about what times to eat to lose weight. That's how I came across intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting, you guys, has literally changed my life from the past month and a half that I've been doing it. I do it every day. Intermittent fasting is a system in which you fast for a period amount of time, which means that you do not eat anything. So it is a lifestyle. It is something that you need to put into your head, that it's something that you need to do every day. I do it every day. And it's also easy. It's so easy, and most of us don't realize it, but we do intermittent fasting sometimes. For example, in my case, and now that I'm doing it, I realized that when I was in high school, I was doing intermittent fasting. I remember I hated eating breakfast, and they always say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but it's not. It's not, because you eat in the morning, and then you eat at noon, and then you eat in the evening, and then you have to snack in between, right? That's the regular rule, or that's like your typical dietitian rule, which is BS if you ask me. Because let's say you eat in the morning, and then you have your snack. Well, by the time you have your snack, you haven't even digested the food that you had for breakfast. So then you eat your snack, and then it's like you're adding more. And then you have your lunch. So then by the time you have your lunch, you haven't even finished digesting your snack or your breakfast. You keep adding more junk into your body. And then by the time that, you know, between lunch and dinner, you have another snack. So then you still haven't digested what you had for lunch. Maybe you started breaking down what you had for breakfast. As I was saying, I feel that many of us do intermittent fasting, but we just don't realize it. In high school, I was very active, and I had all kinds of extracurricular activities. For example, I had band practices in the morning, and I would have to stay after school for broadcasting or journalism. So I felt that, you know, in the mornings, I just was not hungry. I had practice like at 6 in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, so I was not hungry. I had just woken up. Lunch in high school every day was like hot Cheetos with cheese, or like French fries or something like that, and a Coke. And that was my lunch. And then I wouldn't snack. And then I would have dinner. I would eat my mom's homemade food every time I would get home from school. So technically, I was only eating like 1 meal a day and like 1 snack, which I would consider the chips and the Coke. And not that I was healthy. I mean, I don't know if I was healthy or not, because I never got, you know, blood work or anything like that, but I was skinny, and I was fit, and I felt great, and I had energy. And so now I feel the same way. I feel so amazing, you guys. I want to emphasize, though, that intermittent fasting is a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's not about what you eat. It's about when you eat. Fasting, the longer that you fast, the more fat that you burn, the more that your metabolism works to work that fat. When I first started doing intermittent fasting, I was doing the lean gain fast, which is I would fast for 16 hours a day, and then I would eat for 8 hours a day. Not that I would eat 8 hours continuously, but I would eat anywhere from like 11 in the morning would be my first meal until about 6 or 7 o'clock at night would be my last one. And that was just to kind of get me going and get me started with the intermittent fasting. I fast anywhere from like 16 hours up to 24 hours. It just depends on how busy I am. It depends on how hungry I am. Times when I only eat once a day, and there's times when I eat twice a day. Now, when do I eat? My first meal every day is at any time between 12:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Like I said, in that time frame, and it depends how hungry I am, or what I'm doing that day, or how busy I am. So that would be my first meal. And I break my fast with taking a few shots of apple cider vinegar in with my water. And this is the apple cider vinegar that I use. I use Briggs apple cider vinegar organic with the mother. This is the one that I use. I put about 1 to 2 capfuls into my water bottle, starting at about 12 or 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and that's the first thing that I use to break my fast. I also take a shot of organic wheatgrass. The benefits of these two are amazing, and if you guys want me to go more into detail about these two, I can certainly do a video for you. So please let me know in the comments down below if you're interested. These two are my holy grail. I swear, I love them. And although I will say the apple cider vinegar is not the best smelling or the best tasting thing ever, it's definitely an acquired taste, but it does your body so good. Helps you to kind of release all the toxins that you have in your body. The same thing with the wheatgrass. So that's what I do to break my fast at about 12 or 1 p.m. And after that, I'll have lunch and I will eat whatever I feel like eating that day. If I feel like eating a salad, I'll eat a salad. If I feel like eating a Big Mac, I'll eat a Big Mac. One thing I do keep away from though is Cokes. I do not drink Cokes during the week, and I'll have one Coke on the weekend, just one. Sometimes I won't even finish it. I'll just drink like half of the can or half of the bottle, whatever it is that I get. And for lunch, if I am hungry, I'll have whatever I cook for my family to eat. So if I make them spaghetti, I'll eat spaghetti. I have taught to reprogram my brain and my stomach to let me know when I'm actually really hungry. I know a lot of us, including myself, I used to eat just because I was bored, just because there was nothing to do, or just because my kid didn't finish that donut, I'm gonna finish it, or just because, oh, you know, there's a bag of chips, let me go open up the bag of chips. And that's not the way it should go. We should only eat when we're hungry. That's my first meal. I don't snack in between. And then my next meal, if I have one, is anywhere between 5 to 6:30 p.m. And again, that is my last meal. After that, I don't have anything else. After that, my fast begins up until the next day, and then we repeat the cycle. I don't eat until 12 or 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. in the afternoon for the next day. And the only thing that I drink in between is water. Water, water, water. And so yeah, that is it for today, guys. Intermittent fasting has literally changed my life. I feel so much better. If you guys want me to go a little bit more in depth into the intermittent fasting, I can certainly do a video for you guys on that and list the exact benefits and all of that, because there are tons of benefits with intermittent fasting. Not only do you help your insulin levels, you know, stay normal, you also help your HGH grow, which is a human growth hormone. It also helps out with rejuvenating your cells. It helps with all kinds of stuff, you guys. That is it for today's video, you guys. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, and also follow me on all of my social media accounts. I will link those down below. I'm only on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. I don't do Twitter. I cannot do Twitter for the life of me. Thank you so much for watching.